They want to be consistent in their play, not consistently inconsistent, which is what they've been thus far.
It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Now Hurts looking to change the play. Throwing on 2nd and 14. Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down. You look at this Cowboy defense. Now, they've been a very good unit against the pass, defending at 5th best in the league.
Yeah, defending the pass hasn't been an issue for them. It's been stopping the run. And if they don't stop the run, they can't get back to their strength, which is guarding against the air attack.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Look in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Final 30 seconds of this first quarter, and it's been a quarter dominated by the guys with the football. And that'll hurt the average a bit, as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Over the middle, complete. It's Smith.
When you're playing a quarterback with some experience and some moxie, you enter the danger zone when you decide to blitz him, because if he's able to diagnose as he did on that play, he can hurt you downfield.
He reads defenses so well, doesn't he?
He really does, and the best part about that play for him, I don't think that was his primary target.
I don't think so either.
I think he had the read, figured out where the blitz was coming from, and went to a secondary target for a really nice gain.
Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. They'll try and run for it with Barkley. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Saquon Barkley, his 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Eagles have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Elliott on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 15-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And good coverage there on special teams as he'll get him down shy of the 20.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. Well, Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point, because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you've got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
In motion goes the tight end. Now Prescott. Now the pressure comes and he goes down. Just inside the 10, back at the 9. Nolan Smith. Credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And they're going to motion Dotson to the left. To throw is Prescott. And this turns into disaster. He's not going to get forward progress. That'll be a safety.
At this point, I think it's a surprise when he isn't close to being sacked on a passing down. The amount of times he's hit the deck today, I think a lot of us are reading safety before they even took the snap. Simple.
And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. And the Cowboys have recovered.
Let's just call that play exactly what it is. Needed, because they wanted to get back in the game, and they knocked the ball free, and now they have a chance to do exactly that.
They got the chance. Now they have to take advantage. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Here's a give, left side, Blue with it. And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just give up the score.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free. They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
47. Then we're going to 53. 26.
Now Prescott on 4th down. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they are right at the 500 mark on the year and got there with a victory a week ago.
And I think right now I put myself in the shoes of the head coach and say, all right, time to reset a little bit. And I don't give my team a win one for the Gipper speech, but I do say, look, we haven't played our best football yet, but we are at 500 and we're still in it. Let's try and string a few of these victories together, and we're capable of doing so.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he's going to be hemmed in and brought down right at the line of scrimmage. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. And not an easy spot here. They'll be in search of 13 yards to try to pick up the first. Hurts sets up to throw it. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Logan Wilson. And they take over. They'll set up shop at the 46-yard line. And, Charles, that's now 4 interceptions over his last 3 halves of football because, remember, he threw 3 picks last week.
Starting to wonder if maybe defenses and those coordinators have identified something on tape with what he's doing. Maybe a movement, maybe the way he's moving his shoulders. Who knows what it could be? He could have a few tells out there that they're keying in on and allowing defenses to get to the football a little bit faster. People steal signals. Maybe sometimes they can...
And this is caught inside the 5. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Jahan Dotson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Cowboys are able to cut into that deficit. The extra point up and good by Aubrey. And that trims the lead down to 9. So after the touchdown, Aubrey now to kick this one away.
The Eagles take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game You're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to lead.
Hurts. Now he's going to step up and run. And the defense loses him. It's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Hurts to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
Eagles, first down. 1st and 10 at the 20-yard line.
And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 23-yard line.
Off the play fake, here's Hurts. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
14 yards. That's another
63.
Eagles first down. 1st and goal at the 9-yard line.
Throwing is Hurts. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. George Pickens from 8 yards out as his guys are able to extend their lead. Elliott good with a PAT. And that could be important as that makes this a 16-point lead. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Kevontae Turpin now to return. And he's able to get it across the 20 to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last time that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Kill.
On play action, Prescott. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
All right, help me out here a little bit, partner, because what I'm seeing is a passing game that's just struggled to complete anything. No rhythm, no timing. Seems like every pass is also contested well, so give some credit to the defense.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete.
It's looking like another 3 and out here, and at some point, you got to be able to put together a drive and keep your defense from having to go right back out on the field. I feel like things are starting to unravel a little bit, and we're not even at halftime.
Oh, they're changing this at the line.
Fourth down, Prescott going up top. He's got a man, complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down on what will be a big play there on 4th and long. Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 37 seconds to play in this first half. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30.
Kill.
Prescott yet again. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line.
Now Dak, he's going to mix it up.
46.
Play action now, Prescott. He finds his man, complete. It's Ferguson. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out.
That's a good bounce back play right there after taking a sack on first down. Didn't quite get it to the marker, but now they're in a much better spot for a 3rd and short yardage call. If you're the offensive coordinator, you like looking at that section a heck of a lot better than trying to figure out 3rd and long.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Eagles are going to get it back here just past the 35.
That's now a 2nd interception in as many weeks from his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has to employ in a passing situation. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel, and excellent hands.
Yeah, versatility and showing those hands.
And that's going to be incomplete. George Pickens, his intended receiver there.
And now it's 2nd down.
They go play action with Hurts.
And he will go down. A Cowboys sack. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the 2nd down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the 2nd quarter.
So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long.
Back to throw.
Here's one deep for Pickens.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted.
Picked up by Savon Rebel. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. It's the Cowboys who get the football first, and they trail here as well as we resume action in the 3rd quarter.
And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The Dallas offense here set to begin the drive. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Well, that'll be incomplete. Well, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains.
Out of the gun. Here's Prescott. He's going to air one out. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
Kill. Going to 52.
Prescott to throw on 4th. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And the Eagles are going to take over in great field position. They'll try and start this drive in the air.
He's got this to Pickens.
And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
Eagles, first down.
5 Finding Pickens for another catch. Touchdown, Eagles. George Pickens with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Elliott good on the extra point. And that pushes the lead up to 23. Taken at the goal line. And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. Looking to throw. Prescott. And he is caught by Lamb. Down the right sideline. Touchdown, Cowboys. CeeDee Lamb, 65 yards. And the Cowboys get a bit closer. So Dak will bring the Cowboys up to go for the 2-point try.
Here we go, 46.
The Cowboys will line up for the 2-point conversion.
Prescott, they're going to throw for it. And this one incomplete. So they went for the 2, they don't get it. I guess the last score wasn't enough for them. They want more. Here comes an onside kick. And the Eagles dodge a bullet. They cover it up. And that's why you have your hands team out there on the field. Those are the best guys ready to make that play.
And let's face it, it was executed well. It wasn't a bad kick. It wasn't anything like that. Just that the normal outcome actually came to play. Analytics will tell you it's a very low possibility of getting the ball for the team kicking it in an onside kick situation.
You're all about the numbers, aren't you?
All about the numbers, baby. It's a new game now.
They don't lie. Throwing again on 2nd and 10.
Hurts. And Hurts is intercepted. His 3rd of the game. Well, still down quite a bit here, several scores, but yeah, at least that's a start, Charles, getting the interception here. And look, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so this thing not done yet.
You're right about that, Brandon. This defense, they haven't quit on this game. They stayed with it and got an interception and handed the ball back to their offense. And what you wonder about is the team that just threw that interception, they've got to be careful about developing a sense of complacency and thinking this game is over.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Prescott to throw it. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Maybe a little frustration starting to creep in. The offensive line hasn't done a great job of protecting him in this game, and there he was, hit again as he threw it.
Yeah, another time on his backside. Probably starting to get a little frustrated.
Got to keep his composure. Can't let the defense know that they're getting to him.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Cowboys here unable to convert on 4th down. And that will force a turnover on downs.
Now Hurts is going to do it himself.
And incomplete on the deep ball.
And I think he's got to be careful as he continues to try to extend plays because he's already been intercepted in this game. In the coverage, they continue to challenge all of his receivers downfield.
They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28.
A loss of 1 brings up 3rd down and 11.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
Certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
They're going on 4th down with Hurts.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert. And they turn it over. Throwing, Prescott. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. I love their fight, planted their feet, and forced the incompletion on first down.
And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to third down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Still just the third quarter, but they've got to make something happen. I think they know that. They're going for it on fourth. Prescott down. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Through the middle of the field. And he takes this one back into the end zone.